Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Uchenna. In this video, I want to talk about the 7 signs, that you're on the spiritual path. What I've seen, what I've observed on the spiritual path, and the 7 signs I've seen. They're not just 7, of course, but I like to keep the numbers beautiful. So the first sign you're going to feel, you don't just see. Of course, you see with the inner eye on the spiritual path. Um, most people, I think, get dragged into the spiritual path by suffering and pain. So the lessons that we learn are the signs that we see. They are the fruits of the spiritual path. So the first one is focus. You notice yourself being more focused on your inward journey, um, because the spiritual path is an inward journey into your own soul, into the into the crevices of your broken heart. It's a healing journey that goes backward into yourself. So you notice that you're focusing now on your healing. You're focusing on your journey. You're focusing on yourself more and more. You're trying to reverse some of the habits that you're already used to. You're working on your weaknesses, and you're finding your strengths and working on your strengths too. So you're feeding your mind with positive information and positive energy. You're feeding your body with positivity. You are working on your health, your physical health. You're working on your mental health, and you're working on your spiritual health. That's what you notice. That's the first thing. That's the first sign, that you're on the spiritual path. The second one is that you're moving with intention. Everything you do has a purpose behind it. So intention is one of the signs of the spiritual path. You don't just do anything for the sake of doing it. You're not doing something because everybody is doing it. You're not on social media or on YouTube because everybody is on YouTube. So you have a purpose. You know your calling, and you're following the voice of your intuition towards your calling. So everything you do is purposeful and with intention. That way, you know you're on the spiritual path. The third sign is that you start understanding that silence is more beneficial than arguments or wasting your time trying to prove yourself to somebody. You will stop seeking external validation from people before you do what you know is right for you to do. You will not place much importance on the opinions of random strangers, basically. So you will know how to use silence to build your network of friends. You will know the power in your own words, and you understand that your words have power in them. So you minimize how you use your words, both the written word and the spoken word, but most especially the spoken word. You understand the meaning of meditation and why silence is required for meditation. You understand how you can attract things by quietening your mind and by moving and making your moves in silence, not exposing your moves to everybody. It's a big topic of its own. So that's the third sign. The fourth one is that you notice that you now surrender things that are not within your control um, to the universe, basically. Uh, you understand that you don't even need to control anything because control itself is an illusion. What you're trying to control is actually controlling you. The mere act of trying to control something means that that thing is controlling you in reality. So you understand the futility of control, the waste of time it is, um, and rather you you see the power now in surrender. Because by surrendering, by letting go, by releasing, we are opening ourselves up to more opportunities and more blessings and more manifestation. So it's a hard work that we need to do. It's a state of mind that we need to get addicted to. It's a way of being, that we need to adjust our soul to. Then, number five, you will notice that you're taking responsibility for your life, for every action you take, for even what happens to you. You still take responsibility for that. Um, so that's another big sign of the spiritual part. You stop blaming people. You understand that blame only gives your power away, and that is more. Um, it makes more sense. It gives you more strength, to take responsibility for things that are within your own sphere or domain of experience. So that's the sixth. That's the fifth one. The sixth sign is that you notice that you're trying to align your inner values with your outer values. Your values in practice. Um, you're trying to align those values in practice, the ones that you actually do every day, with what your higher values are within. You're trying to align your inner spirits with your outer self. You're trying to align your humanness with your beingness. You're trying um, to balance your dualities. You're trying to play out the meaning of paradox. You're always looking for the middle way. That's the way of wisdom. So that is the alignment we're talking about. Aligning opposing poles together, bringing them together, understanding the interdependence of everything. Yeah. Then number seven, the last but not the least, you should notice that your life will become a blessing to people, because there's no use of you being on a spiritual path if your life is not going to influence other people. Um, you must be a blessing to other people, because you're not just here for yourself. If not, you wouldn't even have to be here. Um, we are we are in the world. We are surrounded by other souls. So, like I said in some videos ago, we are an ecology of souls. We're a network. The whole world is a network of souls. So everything you do impacts something, impacts somebody else. You're giving off energy. You're taking in, everything, everybody, and everything is related one way or the other. The plants, the animals, everybody, everything is an intricate network of beings. So when you find yourself on the spiritual path, one of the signs, of being on the spiritual path is that your life in itself becomes a blessing to people, either through your words, the words that you speak, can be healing to people. The If not your words, just your actions, the way you live your life, your art, your music, your writing, whatever you do, in one way or the other, tends to be a blessing to people. People will be coming to you for healing, for wisdom, for knowledge, for advice. That way, you know that your life is changing and you know that you're now truly on a spiritual path. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys in another video. Thank you. Bye.